Hey, beautiful souls, it's your girl Catz, and I am back with the new moon in Virgo energy forecast. And we're kicking that off tomorrow morning, which is Thursday, September 17th at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, what is this bringing to us? Are we going to get a break? For some, yes. For others, not so much. Okay, so we're going to look into that right now. This is one of 3 supermoons that we're going to be encountering from now through the end of the year. In fact, we're rounding off the end of the year with a total solar new moon eclipse. Yeah. What a way to end 2020, because the energy that MF's going to bring, oh dear Lord. Okay, so we're also going to be experiencing a moon wobble. And that's the thing. It really is. It's when the moon, it aligns at 90 degrees and it aligns with the lunar nodes, which causes a bit of a wobble effect for a few days. And it will affect us here on Earth. You know, it does monitor those tides in the ocean. So yeah, we're going to be a little wobbly, maybe a little feeling unstable or uncertain for the next couple of days. So make sure you take your Dramamine. Get your sea legs out. No, it shouldn't be that bad for some. Okay. Now, this Virgo new moon energy, Virgo's like the healer. So we are getting this beautiful supportive healing energy. And for those who've been doing the work and are starting to move forward now, maybe for those of you waiting for when's my stuff coming in, that will be shifting here soon for those who've been doing the work. Let's put it this way. Let's say 65 to 70% of the Earth's population has been doing the work. They woke up, they're awake or aware. Okay, you're starting to come into that. For those who are just starting to understand, there's something here, and you're accepting that, there's going to be some things that'll be coming up for you, especially with Mars retrograde, that are going to be, these got to go. Okay. For others, it may be you'll start seeing the things that you've been working so hard for that you just are starting to give up a little bit, but you still, you know what? Nope, I'm going to keep doing me and keep moving forward. You're going to start seeing things move in those areas. Now, I had to write some notes because there was a lot of stuff coming in and the cards went nuts. I've got like 10 of them down here. So let's get started on those. Okay. So for those of you who are just fighting and just angry, and for that group, this energy also because of Mars retrograde's energy, we got a raise in that volatile, reactive energy. Step back before you react. We probably will be seeing this in the news, like a little bit more than normal, and social media about violent maybe outbursts and stuff like that happening. Stay in your own lane is what I was getting in meditation. Keep focusing on you. Don't be naive and put the blinders on. I mean, shit's happening. You should be aware of it. But we don't have to feed it. We have it in our power to either take it on or take it in and react to it or not. So it's up to you. But if for those of us on the journey, like, oh, I don't want to deal with this, stay in your own lane, and don't allow the energies to pull you in. Don't allow dramas, unnecessary dramas, things that really don't involve you. Karma is definitely very, very heavy, good and bad. Okay. Almost instantaneous. Okay. Is what we're seeing here. In fact, it came up like it was I've never had a reading this matching to what is going on with this new moon. We got karma, the giver of karma. So karma will be being dealt out. We're still seeing that. I know we've been starting to see that, but the more the volatile energies go, the more karma's stepping in. Okay. We'll be actually seeing that in the physical plane. Okay, patterns, old patterns that got to go. This is a new lunar phase we're moving into right now, which is brand new starts. So for people who actually, that purge that we had a couple weeks ago, for those that are starting to heal, this energy is going to help really kind of push, kind of speed up the healing process. So you'll have that energy back to keep moving and staying in your own lane and just focusing on what you need first, before you can tend to the other stuff or other things, or other responsibilities. Because you're no good to nobody else unless you're taking care of yourself, And so patterns are going to be coming up for a lot of people who still are kind of not looking at them or not understanding what they're supposed to be like ditching, that what is not healthy, what is not toxic. Some people think that's theirs, so they don't see it as something that's not supposed to be there. Those are going to become more clearer here in the physical plane, especially over the next few days. And this energy is going to carry us through the weekend, okay? Healing chakras, see, like I said, I can't make that up. That came up after the meditation. Healing is definitely in a very, we still, with all this other crap going on, we do have positive energy coming in to support forward movement and healing. With a healing, it's a chakras. It's going to be energetic. It's going to be for those who are, more of the intuitive, developing that. You're really going to feel that powerful healing energy. Remember, when you feel, if you can, wherever you're at, just stop and step into that. Just like, baby, you know what I mean? Just let that energy flow. Remember to ground too. If you're feeling that little wobble energy, I usually feel that grounding is extremely important 24 hours before, and especially 24 during, and then 24 hours after any major moon phase, full and new, and eclipses. Load those crystals down. You want to stay here. You'll still be connected up there. You just won't be pulled, especially energetically. Some people are going to have the opportunity to start again. Okay. We were talking about in the last forecast about, Mars brings things up from the past. This time around, we're looking at things again. We're pulling things out of the box that we may have started when we were like 10, like a little idea, a comic, maybe. A little wink, wink for Miss Trina Hines art. And, or maybe a song you're writing, or, anything like that, or a project. Maybe it didn't work then, but it's probably going to work now, and you're being encouraged. If that keeps coming up, looking back at something like that, bring it out. Take a look at it again, but look at it from a newer perspective. Look at it as of right now. And that's another thing that came in too, is about staying very present. We want to be now, here, because this, and I'll repeat this, because even I have to remind myself of this, because my mind will go ahead too. We need to really remember that whatever we're doing right now, this very minute, is setting ripples to the future. It doesn't affect the past. The past is done. We can go over it in our head all we want. It's not going to change what it is today. It's gone. The past is gone. But we're here right now. And what we do right now is making a huge difference. So how we're feeling, how we're thinking is going to really play a big integral role over the next, from now through the weekend. Okay, but starting again for some, tower moments, literally completely bare bones, starting from scratch, just a brand new foundation. And some of those tower moments are going to be not so great. But you got this. There's a reason for that. This is like a kind of a call to arms for blind faith and trusting that instinct. That if you don't believe in that part, the gut, believe in your gut. Your gut will not steer you wrong. And for those who are intuitive, have been doing the work, now it's time to go from to combine the gut with the heart. Fuck this shit. Excuse my French, but just and keep going. Keep going forward. Everybody's got this. We all have an this to keep going. We are meant to be our real, unique, authentic selves. You're fucking beautiful. Fuck the filters. Fuck the, the likes and shit like that. You got to keep going. You are necessary. We need you. We all need each other right now, especially socially. Like I said, with this particular Mercury retrograde, with all the planets retrograding and all this stuff, verbal communication, one-on-one talking on the phone or via video or even audio chat is highly recommended instead of texting or emailing, where things can be very easily misunderstood or even sent to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's actually going to be a very beautiful, energetic connection. Reconnecting with people on a one-on-one basis. That's a big, huge thing that I was seeing, and it's like a reconnect. We're connecting again after being kind of separated for so long with COVID. But it seems like more and more people are wanting that human interaction now. We want to step out from behind the screens. And if we're in a position where we can't possibly step out behind the screen, we can at least see each other and talk. And that's so important, looking at the person, knowing that they're paying attention when you're talking, instead of like, yeah, I'm playing a game over here and I'm watching Netflix over here. Yeah, that'd be me. So it's better we're doing this one-on-one. Okay. All right. Details and awareness. Okay. There's a lot I mentioned in the last forecast about breadcrumbs. More signs and synchronicities. Pay attention to the details. Seriously, being focused in what you're doing right now, those details are going to boom, boom, boom. They're going to be blown up. Like, how did I miss that before? It's almost like the moon's like this big magnifying glass in front of us, just magnifying all this stuff. But we have to be here to experience it. You have to be here and now and focused. Now's the time for some serious discipline to stay in your own lane and stay here. Okay, that's going to help keep you from being pulled into any situations that are just not so good right now. Okay, and just keep moving forward and have faith and keep going, because it is going to lighten up after. Okay, so for some, you're going to feel like you're stuck in a swamp, not moving, just like, it's like gross energy coming in. This is for those who are still just beginning to start, like that tower moment we said, starting over. You might feel stuck. Like, where do I go from here? When I saw this card, I immediately flashed, I know this is going to show my age. Never ending story. When Atreyu had his horse. Oh God, how did I forget? I know somebody's going to remind me what the horse was. I can hear him yelling it in my head and I can't remember what it is. But he was like, no, and he's like pulling at him and the horse like, fuck it, I give up. The Swamp of Sorrows or whatever it was. And that's what it feels like. But don't go under. It will get better. You're going to be surprised at the things that are going to help lift you out of that swampy feeling. If you're feeling like that now, but you've been doing the work and you feel stuck, there's definitely going to be something shaken up over the next few days to get you pulled out of there. Like, come on, get out of here. Don't leave me. You got things to do. You are necessary. You need to be here. You're needed. You really are. Gathering tribe, like-minded people, standing strong with the people who aren't the volatile ones. It's like people are starting to come together that are like-minded in alignment. It's allowing that in. That's why I feel that the Mars, that big message I kept getting with one-on-one talking, video, phone calls, audio is so important. That energy connection, we can't do it like just by, hanging out and stuff right at the moment for some people. So doing this, like video chatting and stuff, will totally change the game. And I feel like a lot of people are being drawn together and pulled together just because of one video phone call. So don't be afraid. Step out from behind the screen. Okay, new journey. Okay, like I said, this is the first of 3 supermoons. We're going to be on a journey all individually, however that goes. Oh, we're too stuck. Creating sacred space for yourself while you are going through this, trying to protect yourself, staying in your own lane. Sacred space. Make sure you make space in and I mean energetically, grounding, protection stones, whatever you can do to protect yourself from the negative energies. You do that through meditations, crystals, But we're all in this journey together. Even if it doesn't feel like you're moving, or you feel like you're like, oh great, my castle just blew up. Now I'm stuck here, like in rubble, and it's raining, and there's a tornado, and my wife took my dog and ran away with my dad. You know what I mean? It's like we're all in this together. Just at different aspects or different levels of the human experience, compassion, for each other. Especially, the thing is, we're all going through what some of the volatile people are going through. They're just handling it different. They've been hanging on too long to old paradigms or old belief systems, what they thought was them. And they're struggling because that system is now crumbling to a whole new vision, new perspective. But trust in the journey and be loved. There's a huge loving energy. Just step into that, take that loving energy and channel it into what you really love to do. Just let it feed you and go. Go, go, go. Now's the time for new stuff. If you haven't started a new project you've been thinking about, Start taking the steps now. On that note, guys, remember I'm doing donation-based readings. If you want to know in particular what's going on for you in this new moon, shoot me a message. Take care, guys. Thank you.